it's Anya Melfissa from hololive ID second generation. Can you guys hear me? I don't know why the game is not showing up, even though it showed up before the stream started. Hold on a second. なんで表示されないんだろうな。配信前に表示されたのになんでだ？ Can we please show the game, OBS? Can we please show the game? OBS, please. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, at least the audio is good. なんでだ？配信前にちゃんと表示されてたのにな。Okay. Let's see what I can do. Please! Okay, that's weird. Okay, that's actually weird. What is happening? That is weird. Yeah, you guys can hear the game, but the game, but the game is not showing up for some reason. Okay, let's see. Let's not use game capture. Let's use something else. Let's use... Okay. You know what? I might have to throw you guys to the loading screen for a second. Hold on a second. I might have to throw you guys to the super cool loading screen, because I don't know why, but an issue is taking over. And so I'll have you guys here instead. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Walking around in reality, I'm so done. Feel like I'm losing my gravity, my vision of you, and I see it clearly in my mind. I'm so you. My thoughts collide in my mind. No, I really should try to think on my own, but we're two together, it's true. I think I'm becoming you. Don't blame. I'm asking who took me so far. We're back! Okay, the sound should be good too. Sampai belum introduction bahasa Indonesia sama Jepang ya. Halo semuanya, ini Anya Melfissa dari hololive ID generasi 2. 皆さんこんにちは。hololive ID 2期生のAnya Melfissaです。今日はよろしくお願いします。See, it was just an excuse to use the super cool loading screen that I don't get to use normally. Robert, thank you so much for the 5 membership gifts. I really appreciate it. Thank you. 10日ぶりくらい。まあ ?10日ですか。大変申し訳ございません。まあね、8月からね、ちょこちょこ配信もっとできるんじゃないかなと思います。まだね、ちょっと忙しいんだけど。アイリ全員忙しいんだって。で普通に配信できてる子はそんなにいないんじゃない？だいたいみんなちょっとスケジュールがあれみたいな感じになってるんですけど。Heck yeah! Today we're gonna be making pudding! Hopefully until the end. I think we should be able to complete the game? I think? I was gone for a few days, but hey, I'm coming back with the cooking. Have you guys seen the coming soon teaser on X? The one that I posted on Twitter on X? Whatever you guys call it. I might have been gone, but at least I'm back with the cooking. Hey yo,
I wasn't gone for like nothing. I wasn't gone for nothing. Is that monitoring? I don't know. Is it? I don't know, chat. You guys tell me. I'm not so sure too, honestly. I don't know what is it. It's just a little funky teaser. Yeah. Hopefully you guys are excited. Okay, let's just get into the game. I was gonna play HR Simulator tonight, but since I think I will be doing homework tonight, so I moved the schedule to afternoon time slot. And I thought we can have like something chill. Okay, now it's going crazy. Why is the screen freezing? Hello? Why is the screen freezing? Help me. Help me. Are we actually cooked?なんでですかね。なんですかね。あれ、配信前にガチで映せたんだけどな。配信前にガチで映せたんだけどなんでだ？これガチね。マジで。Hello? I don't know if it's the game or if it's OBS, being OBS. Could be anything. I don't know why. Why though? Okay, wait. I'm gonna restart OBS. I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm gonna restart OBS. Alright. There we go. There we go. And it's moving. It's capturing my cursor just fine. あれ初めてだね。こういうトラブル初めてな感じもするんですけど。ちょっと OBS でしたね。OBS があれしちゃいましたね。Waiting room buat nanti malam kok hilang? Iya soalnya ganti siang schedule-nya. And I thought we needed something super chill for today, for the afternoon, you know. Cause I usually play super chill games at this time slot. Anya mau ngerjain PR aja guys, malam ya. Jadi kita move ke siang dan siang bisa stream lebih panjang ya. Also I can stream longer at afternoon. Yeah, so I thought we needed something super chill. And it's been a while since I played this game. No, I didn't forget about the game. Don't worry guys, I didn't forget about the game, okay? Okay, let's go. Jadi kita hari ini stream siang aja ya guys. Okay, so many things to unlock. Let's go to... Never mind, I don't have any view. I can't go anywhere. I can't go anywhere. wait, what? What is this place? Nani? Somebody was here until just now. What they could have made this weeks ago. Still warm. Even still smells like smoke. Every once in a while they would find fresh traces of other people. The lukewarm remains of a bonfire or a car with its engine still running. Those traces belong to what they called ghosts, people who didn't disappear despite being alone. Or maybe there were other groups of people moving around. Soon we looked at the sky. It was faint, but something was making a sound up there. Rockets? There was a white line going straight through the sky. It looked like an airplane's trail, but it was perfectly vertical. She couldn't see whatever had left the trail. It was already above the clouds. Yeah, that's what I thought. They got back onto the bike as one with uncanny synchrony. Recall the base of the trail in the sky. Ah, okay. Do you think that's Yakime? I can't think of anyone else who would be launching rockets. Then again, it's pretty far away from where she lived. I don't even remember. I don't even remember where she lived. This is stop. Oh, okay. Okay. I guess we can move it out of the way. Right, I think we've been moving away from there. Maybe it's not even a rocket. What else could it be? A missile? That's the same thing! They kept riding toward it. The small hut. Okay, can we... Okay, examine... Okay, hut. Can we make something else first, though? Fried rice? Fried rice pakai apa deh? Lupa aku. Ini kare. Rice ball. What do you cook fried rice again? Visit the coastal road. Okay, okay, I know. We throw this away. Close. And we get this fuel. And we go to the coastal road. Okay, there we go. Okay, cook a meal. Can be anything else. Anything, right? Okay, sell it. They put it in! I didn't know the sea could be so big. What? You've never seen the sea before? No, I have. The sea in my hometown was just an inland sea. Didn't stretch all the way to the horizon like this one. Wanna swim to celebrate the occasion? Fish episode? I'll pass. I'd rather not get all sticky. Aw, but you're right. There probably aren't any showers nearby. And it's too cold to swim this time of the year anyway. Oh, arigatai. Arigate. Are you sure? Not even a little dip? I'm sure. The sea breeze smells so good. Oh, that's it? Okay, cook a meal again. We can cook a tomato or rice ball. Sweet beans and we can have curry. Buildings started springing up alongside it. The beach went on and on to the right of it, but there were no people in sight. I really wanted to swim though. It's too cold for that. Know that, but she imagined that this place was almost full of people fishing. As she took a better look, she actually found some fishing gear. Rod, bucket, and some kind of box. Rod was still standing facing the sea as if someone had been fishing right until now. Oh, is it one of the ghosts? That was exactly the case, maybe. Maybe someone really had been there fishing right until now. Someone had disappeared while they were fishing. Or maybe they hadn't. They'd just walked away and they'd come back eventually. She thought she'd grown used to the lack of people, but sometimes she'd still think lonely thoughts like that. The traces left by those who disappeared just made their absence stick out even more. Salad? Can we make a salad? Oh, we can. I hope you've had a good morning, thank you. You too. Hey, have you ever fished, Nikomi? Nuh-uh. I wanna try. Guess we can't fish then. Huh? Are you listening? I said I want to try. We don't even have any bait. We'll just dig a hole in the ground and find a couple of worms. Fearless little Nikomi. Your teachings helped me overcome all fears, master. You've always been like that, though. What? I used to be a frail, delicate damsel. No real delicate damsel would wear a maid outfit unless forced to. You got the wrong idea about maid outfits. Okay, hamburger. Oh, 早速ハンバーグ作れる。いや、ハンバーグちょっと食べたいな。Even now, after what happened, maybe there still are people out there gathering and doing stuff together. Oh my gosh, plot twist. What if we can't see those people, but like they can see each other? Like what if we're like ostracized from the entire world? Because we can't see other people. You think so? We saw a bunch of cities, big ones too, and they were all empty. So what's left for humanity? Extinction? I don't want to go extinct. I want to stay alive until I'm old and wrinkly. What do you even want to grow out for? So I can sit around, relax, and have tea. Nothing's stopping you from doing that right now, you know? I guess, yeah. And what are you going to do until then? Until you grow old? How are you going to spend all those years? Huh? Like I'm doing now, riding my bike, going places. Plot twist, what if we're actually the ghosts? What if we actually died already? And we're just wandering the world like spirits, like ghosts. That's not very realistic. Oh. あ、じゃあ、ちょっと家あるのかこれ。Any house nearby? Are we cooked? Are we cooked? Hello? あれおかしいな。え、なんで？え、やばいやばいやばいやばいやばい。え、やばい。え。Oh, it's over. Goodbye. Oh my god! Get out of the way! 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 So it's... Hi! Another day went by without incident. Yeah, definitely no incident. There was no incident whatsoever. Kita udah di hari 28. Udah hampir sebulan. No incident happened. What do you mean? What do you mean? There was almost an incident happening. No, there wasn't. There was not. Okay, we have to cook a bunch of stuff. But we barely have any ingredients. So I guess let's focus on searching for ingredients. Mulai-mulai aja sih. Examine. Okay. よいしょよいしょよいしょ。Try going around it. Can we cook a taco though? Taco butuh apa deh? What do we need for a taco again? Recipes. This is a taco recipe. I can see. Okay, meat, vegetables, or fish. Okay. You only have fish. Veal kayaknya nggak usah deh. Ini sedikit banget di sini. Hampir nggak ada rumah. Oh wait, we can have fried rice now. I'm pretty sure. There we go. Fried rice. Oh, yummy. The owner of Cafe CCC was a small woman whose age was almost impossible to guess. Okay. So, petite woman like Yofi senpai? Sometimes she looked like a girl, but she also spoke just like Sumipi's former boss at work. A woman in her 40s. Nobody actually knew how old she was. When she asked why she would open the cafe, she would just say, because I wanted to. We want the out-of-the-way location, the small clientele, and the uniforms. It clearly was a passion project. I wonder how she's doing. Didn't she disappear? Oh, this is a hut. It should be. Okay, hold on. Yeah, but still. She doesn't look like the type to die so easily. I definitely get what you mean. That being said, Sumipi couldn't be so sure. With all that had happened in the past few months, death felt closer than ever. I don't think that the people who disappeared die in general. Why not? Just a hunch. I think they've just gone somewhere where we can't see them. I also want to believe that everyone didn't just up and die, yeah. But that's just what I want to believe, just wishful thinking. Come on, don't be so harsh. I'm just being realistic. I know, but still. Okay, now we examine the hut. これが小屋のはず. Is this the place? Probably, I guess. They had reached a small wood. We're so small! Why are we so small? Kecil banget kalau kayak dilihat kayak gini. The trail that pointed down to it had already dissipated. Looks like a mountain cabin. There could be someone inside. Let's go and check. She jumped off the bike and jogged to the hut's door. She knocked. No answer! Just as she said that, they heard the sound of an explosion coming from somewhere behind the hut. There was a small path leading from the entrance of the hut to the place where the sound had come from. They quietly walked it. And? Ouch! This burns. Oh. Hi! Hearing Nikomi's greeting, the woman slowly turned to face them. Huh? Hello? Oh. Terus kayak udah gitu dong. Terus kayak mereka udah numpang gitu. Okay, cook a meal? Give me anything? Let's have a sashimi. Yummy! Thanks for the ride again. Okay, now we really need ingredients. Don't mention it. I'm still surprised you came all that way, though. It's because we saw the rocket smoke. And you climbed a mountain just because of that? We did? Yes, we did. You really have a lot of time on your hands. Yes, we do. ちょっとこれを。よいしょ。So you're still building those rockets, huh? I certainly am. You think you'll reach space? Actually, I already have. Wait for them to leave. What? Did you see that last one I launched? Yeah? Goodbye! That one reached all the way into space. Seriously? Wow. How do you even know it did? It's not that precise, but I can measure its altitude. I programmed it to transmit that data back to Earth. Didn't you say you know nothing of software and the like? Giri giri ukeru. よいしょ。 And then, what should we cook? Rice ball boleh tapi kayaknya... Oke, sweet rice ball aja. Yippee! Yeah, that's why I hated every second of it. Your old rockets couldn't do that, right? It did. And you already managed to make it work? How fast are you? Oh, there's little, wait. No, I'm not gonna throw some food. There's little I can't do by skipping on a couple nights worth of sleep. Are you a genius or something? Definitely a genius. She's a genius, Chad. Without even trying to sound humble, just grinned. Wait, no. Whoops, whoopsies. Okay, let's stop here and then let's cook something. We're gonna have rice ball. Yummy. Oh, we needed sweet rice ball. Whoops. Oh well, masih ada nasi kok. I guess we can't go. No. I guess we can't go. Sweet rice ball kayaknya masih belum bisa deh. Nope. What do you need for Madeline? Madeline mana deh? Okay. So this. Here we go. Mogu. If you're not having fun building rockets, why don't you stop? Didn't I tell you I want to bring down that satellite? You did, but why? To remove the force field? You want to remove it? Like, yoisho. What? Of course! Would be much better off without it. Maybe the people who have disappeared will even come back. いけませんな。どうしようかな。これ。そっか。産地が欲しいですよね、産地が。でもこれストーリー用だから、まあとりあえずこれで我慢しよう。Why go through so much effort? I do it because she stopped halfway through her sentence. Well, because she wants to find her best friend. Please tell me that's the case. On to bring peace back to the world. Anyone hearing that would have immediately realized that she was lying. Because she wants to find her Osana Najimi. Timing ちょうどいいですね。ちょっと戻って。Okay, we come back and then stay the night. Another day went by without incident. Tomato, nice. Nah, terus kita bikin sweet rice ball di sini. And we make the sweet rice ball for breakfast. Ohayou gozaimasu. Why were you staying on that mountain anyway? Wouldn't it be easier to get the materials for your rockets down into town and food too? Yeah, you can't believe how annoying it was. Sure. これですね。これかな。これで。あれ違うの？やり方忘れちゃったよ。 やり方忘れちゃった。じゃあこれかな。Oh no, I forgot how to do this! やり方忘れるのある？やり方忘れるとかある？あ、すまん。I'd have to go down to get what I needed and then ride all the way back up. But you kept doing it anyway. At first, I thought I'd just start living next to a warehouse or a factory in the town. じゃあこっち、あれするか。Uh-oh. I'll throw away the view. Alright, there we go. But then again, rockets explode. They fall back down. They do so quite often, in fact. Couldn't have that happen next to people's houses, could I? But they're all empty. And they are. You have surprisingly strong ethics, you know that. Oh, I think I knew what I did wrong. I was following the lines from downward and not upward. I keep doing that. Say what you want, I don't care. I keep doing that. I keep following the lines from like the wrong path, the wrong way. I don't think this is an open world game. Okay, we don't have enough energy. Chocolate cake. Chocolate cake. Chocolate cake. Look. If you don't want to talk about it, we're fine with that. It's not that I don't want to talk about it. I mean, I could just talk about it. But it's kind of a private thing, you know? Wouldn't concern you two at all. It'd be so hard to explain. It would take so long to even just tell you. Don't really have anywhere else to be. She sighed and started explaining. The start of the pandemic? What do we need for pudding? Let's see. Okay, milk, egg. Milk and egg. I don't have the egg. I have an onion though. I have the onion, but not the egg. Okay, Gak ada rumah. Ada tuh. Cats! Pet them. Okay, I'm gonna throw this away. I'm gonna throw this away and hopefully get an egg. Please. Nice! きちゃー。これでプリン作れる。Pudding! You know how that new disease started spreading and turned into a pandemic? Wow, sounds familiar. Yup. The reason all of that happened was my sister. Huh? Your sister? What? But scientists didn't even know where the disease came from, right? Maybe they were just hiding it. Like that happens. Like it's like a classified information, and like if it gets released, the public will get. Oh my god! What? The public will panic, and that's why they don't reveal that to the public. I feel like that happens even in the real world, you know. Just like real life, exactly. Like, there must be so many things that our government and like the scientists at our world are hiding. Like, who knows? Maybe they're hiding the aliens' existence. Maybe they're already in contact with the aliens, but they're just hiding it because like the public will definitely panic if we know. Possibly, but my sister was thought of as a very likely point of origin. I mean, we have Yovi Senpai, so even with this new, more conservative phrasing, this was complete news to Sumibi. Okay, no, let's not throw some food. We've heard that the disease spread via eyesight, but for it to spread, it must have started somewhere, right? So you're saying that the disease was born inside your sister? You could say that. After all, even though we'd never notice it, eyesight energy has always existed. Research revealed that all creatures who were complex enough emitted eyesight energy. Fish, reptiles, dogs, cats, they all emitted and received that energy just as humans did. They realized that it was a trait evolved a long time ago by a shared ancestor. People exchange eyesight energy all the time, so it's not particularly dangerous in itself. Humans could actually transfer information to each other via eyesight energy waves. That sounds so convenient. I'd love that. I'd love to like transfer information with just my eyesight. Like, that would save so much time. You know? But information could be dangerous enough in fact to make people ill. And so the disease was born. It wasn't a virus or a bacterium or anything like that. The disease didn't even have a physical form. I mean, it's transmitted through eyesight. I don't think it would have a physical form. So maybe more than a human virus that sounded like a computer virus. And most likely, it first appeared inside a certain hospital. How? Okay, let's cook something else. Salad, okay. Back when she was a child, my sister suddenly lost consciousness one day. No matter what we did, she wouldn't wake up. Doctors could pinpoint what disease or condition had caused it. Her brain and body were still functional, but she wouldn't wake up. Is it called like vegetative state? Vegetative coma? What was it again? She didn't respond to external stimuli. According to one of the doctors, it was like she was stuck inside a long dream. I'm pretty sure there's a name for this. I'm like dead sure there's a name for this condition. She was still conscious, but that consciousness was trapped inside her. She remained in that state for several years. I barely have any memories or speaking with her. They only lived together for a while. You know, there's like this condition where like someone can sleep for a very long time, for like an abnormally long time, but they'd wake up from time to time. But like they'd wake up from time to time, so it's not exactly being in a coma. You know? Because they'd wake up. There's like this name for that condition that I can't recall. With time, Yakime started forgetting what her bedridden older sister even looked like. But then one day, out of the blue, she woke up. I'd moved away for work, so I couldn't visit her immediately. In the end, I didn't manage to see her at all. Okay, examine inside. Right after Yakime's sister had woken up, the nurse in charge of her had developed a terrible fever. Soon after, her doctors and their family started getting sick too. By the time this new disease had taken its first victim, the whole hospital had been infected and it had to be quarantined. Nobody understood what had caused this disease to suddenly appear, and at first, nobody imagined a comatose girl could be the reason. She died a few days after waking up. It didn't take long for the disease to spread through the country and eventually the world. Scientists eventually found out about eyesight energy and that it was the disease's method of transmission. So all of this, the whole pandemic, started because of your sister? What does it sound kinda cool that you suddenly wake up from your coma and suddenly your eyes got this like superpower? Well, I wouldn't say superpower, but like it's enough to cause a whole pandemic just because of the energy that your eyesight holds. Right. So maybe couldn't believe that. Couldn't it be that she went into a coma because of the disease in the first place? I know. I can't rule that out. But if you ask me, she was the one who gave birth to the disease in the first place. And how does she know? Gave birth to it? The disease was born out of nothing. And its birthplace was my sister's dream. What? Okay. Let's have an ice ball. When people exchange gazes, they're also exchanging information. That information is how they can share their perception of what's around, enabling them to share the same reality. Huh? The scope of Yakime's explanation, now somehow encompassing reality itself, had made Sumibi's jaw drop. What do you think? We can see the same things and have conversations. It's because our eyes are communicating with each other's. Neither Sumibi nor Nikomi had ever heard anything of the sort. They were left in utter confusion. What's that even mean? Okay, I'll try to make it simpler, even if it's less precise. Exactly what I needed! Everyone inside of them has a reality that's just their own. It's like a dream, and they're the only one who can see that dream world. Uh-huh. いけるかなあ、いける。よいしょよいしょ。Ah! Okay, let's... You know what? I'm gonna throw the bonfire. Bye, bonfire! But through eyesight energy, they share their dream world, their reality with other people. So that multiple people can share and live in a single reality. Like if two people met inside the same dream? More or less, yeah. But what if they were dreaming of something completely different to begin with? Then their realities will get distorted so that they can fit together without clashing. Like you think you saw something, someone points out you made a mistake, and you realize you did. Now your realities match. Wow. But now, since all eyesight energy has been blocked by the force field, yeah, intentionally distorted everyone's eyesight waves, and now we can't share our realities anymore. Okay, sashimi. That's why people disappear. So it's because there's a paradox? I knew it! I knew it was gonna be night the moment I cooked! I was gonna die! I can't help it. I needed to cook something. Ah, やべ。ここもう行っちゃった。どうしよう。何か、この辺、お家ないのかな。みんな右左どっちだ。左です。左行きましょう。絶対に左。左しかない。あれ左しか左しかないんだけどな。あれあれ終わったこれ。It didn't make it to down. Oh no. Dang it. 右だったか。くそ負けちゃった。Well, okay. Okay, well, that didn't happen. Anyways, let's hear the continuation of the eyesight and reality theory. And we're gonna be cooking Mr. Dish. People share realities by exchanging gazes. That sounds so deep. A person could share their reality with another, who in turn will share it with someone else. That resulted in a single reality that ultimately everyone lived in. Closing your eyes or looking away wasn't enough to leave that shared reality. Oh, 結構いいね。どうしようかな。待って。ほら、1個拾えた。拾えてなかった。I saw energy being an electromagnetic wave could even cross walls. A little was enough, just like a little sunlight coming in through a tiny window prevented a room from being shrouded in total darkness. Billions of people were continuously exchanging these waves, sharing, realigning, and reinforcing a single reality. Take it off. Okay. Try going around it. The force field deployed a few months ago had weakened that effect. Eyesight waves could not reflect properly or cross long distances anymore. Suddenly, you needed to look at someone directly for the transmission of eyesight energy to take place. In turn, this meant that as soon as nobody was looking at you anymore, you disappeared. Everyone was now living in their own reality and by extension, in their own world. So, it doesn't mean that they completely disappeared. They're just... Yeah, exactly! That's kind of what I said. That's kind of similar to what I said. They're there, just that in their own world. As long as they're awake, people are exchanging eyesight waves and realigning their realities with each other's. Even if, say, a huge monster sprung up from the ground in your reality, everyone else's reality will fix that. That's how we managed to all live in the same world. But my sister, she lived alone in her own world for years. She didn't exchange gazes with anyone. Her brain had been active, and she could feel and think as if she had been dreaming. Left alone, her reality grew and grew without ever being corrected by anyone. That must be where the disease was born, inside of her dream. And when she woke up, they used her eyesight to spread to other people, thus becoming reality. Something that shouldn't have existed had slowly taken form inside a long, long dream. So maybe imagine that disease slowly infecting reality. But if the disease was only part of her reality, shouldn't it have been fixed by ours? Not if it was only her and her nurse when she woke up. In that case, it would be a 50-50 chance. Oh my gosh, that poor unlucky nurse. Chad, the poor unlucky nurse that was just doing her job. It wasn't even her fault. Yakime looked up at the sky. Like, how unlucky do you have to be for that to happen to you? There's more. This is nothing more than speculation on my part, but after living inside her own head all alone for so long, my sister had become convinced that her dream was reality. Once she woke up, she probably imagined that the world around her was a dream. That's how strong her reality was. Probably strong enough that when her eyesight spread it to other people, her reality won over theirs. That's my theory. Okay. Let's just cook the fishes. Yum! Is this whole thing real? What's even real and what's not real anymore, chat? Are you guys real? Am I real? So maybe still had trouble believing Yakume's explanation. No idea. I could be delusional for all I know. In particular, I have no proof of my sister being the origin of the disease. And as for the science behind eyesight, energy, and shared realities, I just heard all of it secondhand in the hospital. Before everyone disappeared, that is. If the disease had really been first recorded in that hospital, they probably had access to all the news information regarding it. I don't know whether any of this is true, and I have no way to check either. So maybe thought for a while. She wondered whether when realities were fixed in order to realign, people could notice that consciously. But the concept of reality itself was so vague that she couldn't imagine it having rules, let alone multiple realities existing. To be honest, there's no point in thinking about it too hard. Whatever the cause, the world is in shambles already. Yeah, there's no point in preventing it, you know. Cause it's gonna end anyway. The world is gonna end anyway. Yakime's tone didn't carry the slightest hint of doubt. Arera. Butuh apa nih? Oh, okay. Nggak cukup deh. Don't have enough. Don't have enough ingredients. Ingredients doko. Oh, come on. I don't think we need any of this. まあこれだけ取って。で。なんか食べますかね。ハンバーグ。よいしょ。Tomato. Not what I need. Okay, let's go here. あらら、足りてません。足りてませんな。まあ、ハンバーグ。うわあ、肉使わない方が良かったか。まあ、いいか。Give me another meat. Dang it. Okay, I will take cocoa powder and salmon and leaf. not cats. Okay. Let's... Wait, no. No. No energy. Energy doko. Energy is doko. Ini juga cocoa powder, ya udah deh. Masak sashimi. Tapi nggak dapat energi. Butuh energi kita. Energy doko. Energy doko. Do we really have nothing? Okay. Cabbage. Okay, what about salad? Dang it! I need something that becomes energy. Really? Really? Oh my gosh, no energy rides for me. What did I do to deserve this? Okay, it's night. Bentar, ambil ini dulu deh. Okay, and then hopefully we find a house. That is not a house. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. At least there's a cat here. Now I need to find a house really quick. Super duper quick. House! That should be a house. Leave it alone. That is a house! Please. Yes. Another day went by without incident. Sweet beans. Okay. Whew. Save. なんとか. Okay, now. Kalau nggak salah ya. Bentar. Wait. Do I need meat? Oh, okay. Egg. I don't have an egg! Oh no. Okay. Let's see what I can do. I'll cook a sashimi. Yummy. Yum. Mackerel. Sweet beans. Where's the egg though? Give me egg. Yes, thank you. Now we cook. There we go. So, what about this? If you could exchange gazes with someone who has disappeared, so that your realities come together, would that person come back? Well, in theory, yes. How can you lock eyes with someone who has disappeared? You can't even see them. Since realities are shared through eyesight to begin with, it would make sense for eyesight energy to be able to travel through realities, now that I know for sure. Yakimi remembers something she hadn't mentioned yet. What about using the walkie-talkie that Marine found? I also only heard this secondhand, but sometimes two realities have too many differences, too many contradictions. In that case, they can't cross each other even if people exchange eyesight energy. Because that reality realignment thing you mentioned wouldn't work? Is that it? Probably yes. She found herself staring at the clouds up above. Clouds doko. Let's assume that's true. Right now, people are all seeing different realities. And let's also say those realities have already become too different from each other. Then, even if you manage to disable the force field, those realities wouldn't be able to merge, right? That's right. I've been trying so hard to destroy that satellite. But maybe those attempts, even if they succeed, will prove useless. Yakime followed Sumibi's gaze and looked up. Cooked tempura. Tempura... Okay. Okay. And we have none. We have none of the ingredient. Nice. Almost none of the ingredient. Maybe we can cook something else, okay? Like mystery dish. Yes. The lore is getting spicier now.産地が必要。産地が必要。サラダでなんとかする。よいしょ。1, 2. 天ぷら。Heck yeah. Why are you still building those rockets then? Hikomi asked before Yakime could change the topic. Yakime looked surprised for a second, but her face then went back to its usual collected expression. Good question. Why do I? I don't have anything better to do. Also, I've been dreaming of launching a rocket into space ever since I was a child. The one we were building at my factory was supposed to launch the year after the next. You actually build rockets for a living? I did. Much bigger ones than these little toys I'm building now. Wow, that's so cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. No wonder she's so knowledgeable about building rockets. I even worked on some parts for the force field satellite. Huh. Brown sugar. Okay. Do you feel responsible for the satellite having caused all this? I wouldn't say so. とりあえずサラダ作ってヤミー What? ちょっとだけずれただけやん We only built a few parts out of the tens of thousands that went into the satellite. We just outsourced construction to us. Launching that satellite was never our idea. It's difficult to feel responsible when your involvement has been so small. Oh. Ah. サラダ作んないといけない。よいしょ。I feel something different from responsibility for all of this. It's not easy to put into words. You know, ultimately, this was all caused by my sister. That still weighs down on me. Yakime stroked her hair as if to comfort herself. Yeah, I had a feeling that was the case. But you don't even know for sure that it was your sister's fault. One, two. Okay, that's a lot of brown sugar. That's true, and I have no way to prove that theory either right or wrong anymore. Even if it was her, it's not like she did it on purpose, though. Of course, I've never asked her this, but I doubt she wanted to destroy the world. I only knew her before she went into that coma, but she was a kind girl. But then, I don't know if she was the cause, and even if she was, she definitely wasn't on purpose. And first and foremost, I shouldn't feel responsible for what my sister did in the first place. I know all of this. But knowing it is one thing. Shrugging it all off is another. You know what? What? You know what? Maybe I wouldn't want to downplay my sister's role in all of this even if I could. This empty world reminds me of her. Leave it alone. I can't ignore the only thing she left behind. The reason for the journey. 보통 아빠네? 함바그じゃないや。カレーか。カレーはカレーパウダーですね。Oh, yeah, I'll play dead. And I'm dying. Honey powder. なかなか見つからない。お。Okay, time to find a house in which I can hopefully find. Oh no, why is it empty? Hello? House doko? Oh. This is fine. Stay the night. Okay. Alright. Curry powder is doko. Help. Curry powder が見つからないよ。頼む。ココアパウダーいらねえって。いらぬ。まあ料理作るだけ作って。Mr. Dish. It's so funny how Mr. Dish like adds to all the stats, which really helps. It's like it might be the strongest, you know, food in this game. Okay. Please. That's a lot of cocoa powder. Why? But why? But why though? Ya udah deh, mystery dish. Okay, and then we cook something else. Eat this with milk. Doesn't add to anything though. ハンバーグでもよき？よいしょ。Oh no! I didn't mean to take that view. Hold on. Didn't mean to take that view. Oh no! Oh no! Definitely not doing it on purpose. Okay, we have enough for this. Rice. うわ、マジでなかなか見つからないな。カレーパウダー。Where's curry powder? Where's my curry powder? Help. curry pot. Why would you do this to me? No. うわ、ギリです。4、3、2。よいしょ。オニオン？マジでないな。なんでだ？なんでですかね。And it's gonna be night soon. Are you serious? Wow, it became a day without any story unlocked. Seriously? You know what? At least they give me cats. More cats to pet. Cute cats. Konnichiwa. See, it became night without anything unlocked. Nice. Thank you so much. Can we sleep here? Yes. Stay the night. It's a little cold, but that's fine. You got tent. Udah lebih dari sebulan nih. Udah day 32. Inhale the cat. I forgot to inhale the cat. 猫吸い忘れちゃった。猫吸いしないと。Okay. I guess tent is something you use when you can't find any house to stay in. Okay, is that... That's cocoa powder, why? Why is this game doing me so dirty like this? Why is the game giving me so many cocoa powders? No more, please. Stop. カレーパウダーないんですけど、マジでガチでやめてほしい。そう、冗談ですよね。はい、カレーパウダー。よし。何をしてるの？何をしとんねん。Okay. Okay, that didn't happen. Okay, heat up and get energy. Let's not take the view. Okay. Tapi di situ biasanya nggak ada ingredient. Oh god, the snakes. Not the snakes. Away. Bro, there's nothing here. Except that, I guess. Hey, give me ingredients. Please. Coco! Hello? Hot chocolate. Eh? Chat, please count how many cocoa powders did I get. Just from the last 30 minutes. Count how many cocoa powders did I get, because this is getting ridiculous. This is actually getting ridiculous that I'm using my cocoa powder to cook some sashimi. What the heck uses cocoa powder to cook for sashimis? Me. Because it's getting ridiculous. Nice. Not even trying. Bro. Nice. Okay. うわ。これはちょっと。いやー。別にどこにも行けないしね。いや、左行けるか。Okay. There's a house. Stay the night. That's 2 days without any story unlocked. Just because we can't find the stupid curry powder. Please. Udah dapat berapa piring cantik nih Anya? Dapat berapa cocoa powder? Berapa piring cantik tuh chat? Hitungin ya. Hi Anya, we miss you since Holonatsu. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back since Holonatsu. Glad to see you guys again. That's a lot of tomatoes. Let's see. Salad. And then, you know what? I'm gonna throw away the tent. Okay, goodbye. Holonatsu was fun, yeah. I did my best. Everyone did their best. Not what I needed. コロナって楽しかったね。告知とかもね、盛りだくさんだったんだよね。Man, I was actually kind of molding before Holonatsu started because I was dealing with like a technical issue which made me bald. I was balding because of my technical issue and I was like, oh my god. But it was actually so much fun. I just forgot about the stress after it started. Iranu. いりません。トマトなんていりません。ちょっとホロナツの当日さ、なんか機材系のトラブルにあってて、正直もうあーって内心なりながら MC やってたんですけどまあ楽しかったし、楽しい気持ちが上でしたね。だんだんね、機材トラブルからもらったストレスも忘れちゃって MC 楽しくやらせていただきました。マジでさ、もうなんか BR チャット系とか 3D 使う系とかトラブルが多くて、だから私 BR チャットやるときってさ、デスクトップなんだよね俺はデスクトップ派。なぜならトラブルが多すぎてなえるから。俺はずっと BR チャットはね。 でもね、前に2期生の時でやってた VR チャットだけ、あれは VR だったな。あれは VR ちゃんと使ってた。そうだから MC の時もあんまり集中できなかったのかな、どうかな、ちょっとあれなんだけど、正直どう見えるかわかんないんだよな、あれ。Oh, come on! This game is doing it on purpose now. Please. Can I have something? Anything? Curry powder.まあね、機材トラブルでやれない子もね、実際にいたからな。残念なことに。ニコタンとかね、あとペコーラ先輩とミオ先輩か。でない。まあ BR チャットは楽しいんだけどな。楽しいし、BR チャット企画とかね、めちゃめちゃ参加してる。アーニャもデスクトップなんだけど、いやデスクトップでも十分楽しいからさ。デスクトップでも十分楽しいからいいんだよね。Please. Bro? You're actually joking now. This is getting ridiculous. VR chat tuh kapan sih nggak technical issue? Pasti selalu technical issue. Kapan sih VR chat makai VR itu tidak technical issue? Bro, how many cocoa powders, chat? This is actually getting ridiculous. Wow, I'm gonna be getting diabetes. Thank you so much. Diabetes incoming. The sweet taste of diabetes. And? Nah. I'll pass. Waktunya era-era diabetes ya guys. Let's go. Diabetic Vtuber Anya Melfissa. Okay, now we're getting so many brown sugars. What is this gacha? Hello? Sweet beans? Bro. Sweet! Not so sweet. Not sweet at all. Not sweet at all. Nope. Not sweet at all. Not recommended. -1 out of 10. Oh my god, okay. Let's see what we can make. Okay, cabbage straw. これいけるはず。お願い。Are we actually being for real right now? Are we actually being for real? I don't need onions! Stop giving me... Oh my god. Wait, curry! Wait, what? I had curry powder all this time? Wait, what? When did I get one? Okay, the funny thing is that you guys didn't realize that I had curry powder all this time. I didn't realize and you guys didn't realize that as well. Why did you two decide to ride that bike? Because it was there pretty much. No, I mean, why are you riding it? Where are you going? Nowhere in particular. We just have nothing better to do than travel. Actually, we're trying to make a pudding that Sumibi wants to eat again. What? Pudding? Yeah! It was just an afterthought though. Huh? Yakemi is certain to nothingness, trying to make sense of the girl's weird explanation. After a while, she let out a small giggle. Being with you two really makes me feel better about myself. Really? Thank you. That's sweet. That wasn't a compliment at all. Bingo. Not at all. Ah, play that. Yakime continued laughing for a while. Oh, sashimi? Then we should be able to make sashimi, but... we need to sleep. Ma, asa ni sashimi tsukuru ka. Not gonna lie, I noticed you have one, but I kept quiet. Oh, it's okay. You guys don't have to lie. Sometimes you guys just say that sometimes you guys don't notice stuff. Oh, it's okay, chat. Sometimes you guys are just as pathetic as me. It's okay to just admit it. It's okay, chat. Okay, sashimi. There we go. Oh, can you drop me off here? Oh, eat them. Berries. Here? Really? Yes, I have business in that warehouse. How will you go back home? Okay, we're gonna take curry powder. Just because, and we have milk, so we're not gonna take it. There's a car I found a while back. Oh, will you be staying for long? Probably yes, at least until I find the materials I need. If you have nothing better to do, feel free to come visit me every once in a while. Not so sure about that. We never know where we're going to be the next day. I see. It's already half a miracle that we managed to meet twice. And it's crazy that not only I met Yakime twice, but I also met Marine twice too. So that's not even half a miracle. That's a whole miracle. You know? Really, yeah. The bike kept running through this town, unfamiliar to the two girls. Yakime hadn't said goodbye, see you again, or anything of the sort. And... well, bye Yakime. I'm gonna cook curry. Wait, no. Salad. Tapi kare... bentar deh. Ada yang lain nggak ya? Yang nambah energi cuma kare doang. Ya udah deh. After getting off the bike, Yakime walked into a large warehouse. Okay, that's a view. I don't need it. The bike, with only 2 passengers left on it, started accelerating again. I wonder if she'll manage to bring down that satellite. So many stuff accelerating. My engine and the bike. But then again, she said her rockets can actually reach space. Pancake God, thank you so much for the 5 membership gifts. Thank you. It all sounds so epic. So maybe had no idea how long it will take Yakime to reach her goal, assuming she could. If Yakime could do something to improve her rockets, so maybe didn't know what it was. However, she got the feeling that the woman was never going to give up. She's just like us with our pudding, huh? Maybe, as long as you had a goal, the specifics didn't matter at all. Anything would do, any goal was enough to keep you moving and keep you sane. I think our journey's goal is a bit more realistic though. I'm not so sure. So maybe sniffed around. This unfamiliar town had an unfamiliar smell about it. Are we getting to the climax of the story? Egg! Another day went by without incident. Oh, are this the remaining stories that we have? So only 4 and it's all main episodes? Or maybe they're the stuff that we can unlock. Okay, now that's a lot of stuff to unlock. Hold on. Sweet rice ball. Sweet rice ball kayaknya belum bisa. Kare, aduh kare tadi udah dipakai. I used the curry powder. Okay, what about taco? Okay, we don't have the ingredient. Buchimge, what about buchimge? We don't have the ingredients. We don't even have fish. This is a huge factory. I wish we could go inside. Wait, is that? Okay, it's probably doesn't have any ingredients though. Just tools. Cuma tools doang. 도시요. Well, you know, fine. Okay. Oh no, wait, no, I didn't want to lose the rice. Oh man. Okay. We got... We don't have fish. Wait, fishable is also fine. There we go. Despite all she had said, Sumibi didn't really know what to think. Back when phones still worked, she read reports of people reappearing. Maybe they weren't true. With all that was going on, there was no such a thing as a reliable source. But when it came to people disappearing or strange things you could see in the darkness, the things that you would hope for lies seemed to always turn out to be true. I wonder what lies ahead of us. Nikomi muttered almost as if to herself. Wait! We got choices? Wait, chat. We got choices. Wait, does this game actually have different endings? Is that the case? Well, all my hard work, it was supposed to be for finding the pudding, so I'm gonna go with pudding. So maybe held onto Nikomi a bit tighter. Aw, cute. I told you, we'll make that pudding. Yeah, right? I want to eat that Kavis pudding again. But I never prepared desserts back at the cafe. You've got the uniform for it though. I do. I wonder if I'll be able to actually do it. Okay, take everything, because we actually have spaces, yippee. So maybe ended the conversation with a mumbled, non-committal sound. Curry again? Bro. Kari udahan dong, nggak ada. Bahannya tuh nggak ada. Bahannya tuh nggak ada. Bukan? Merah lagi. Okay, brown sugar milk. I'm gonna be red again in no time. See? Curry powder, help! Help me, where's the curry powder? Onegai! Koko! Yoisho! Yes! Okay, let's use your onion. Ooh, nice! You say I've always been like that, but always is a big word. Do you know how I used to be way back then? Way back when? Okay. Sadly, no engine sounds. You, way back when? Yup. No idea. Why do you sound like you couldn't care less? Because it's the truth. Ouch. Okay then, tell me about how you used to be. Okay, so... a long time ago, before Nikomi became a maid, she was actually studying hard for her middle school entrance exam. Is this going to take long? Only around 2.5 hours, not counting restroom breaks. Okay, so she was taking her exams and then what? Oh! Oh. No, wait! She was taking her exams and then what? No! Wait! Not this. I don't think it's this. Yep. She was taking her exams and what? Please. Okay. We need to make another curry. Okay, thankfully we got two. We got 2 curry powders, so let's go. Let's go. Okay. Skipper. Okay, let's take the ingredients here. Okay. Hi. Okay. In that case, I think I've heard enough. You really couldn't care less. Oh, that's it. We were only missing 2 lines. We were only missing 2 lines. What the heck? Okay, sashimi. That should be easy. There we go, sashimi. Still, entrance exams for middle school? That sounds weird. Is that the norm nowadays? It was actually rare for people my age too. So you were so smart you could shoot for a super fancy school? Not really. I just went for it because my best friend wanted me to go to the same middle school as her. Huh? Really? That's it? Now that I think of it, my parents were so kind for letting me choose my school for such a silly reason. Aduh, cocoa powder. Agak trauma ya guys ya. Tapi ya udahlah. Okay, let's throw the sweet beans. Let's throw one of them. You really go wherever the wind will take you, huh? I get that a lot, yes. But studying for it was fun, and I actually managed to... So all's well that ends well, right? If you're happy with that, sure. Wait, so did she pass? Did she pass the exam? Oh, I am. I'm guessing she passed. あれ？解放は？もう何も解放しなくて大丈夫？What else do we have to unlock? What if I sleep? I can't. It's too early. Wah, nggak ada yang bisa di-unlock lagi. Ore, story 解放できない。Oh, we can see text history. Oh yeah, she managed to pass the exam and go to middle school with my friend. Yep. She passed. The sea is so beautiful. あと夜だからちょっともうちょい待っとってでまた戻るかあの家にでこれでもうちょいなはずよいしょ Now we go back to the house that we saw? Yup. Go inside. Stay the night. Another day went by without incident, but what about the lures? Rice. Oh. We haven't completed main episode 1. And we're almost at the end. The journey's end. Kocak main episode pertama belum komplit, tapi main episode kedua udah selesai. Okay, time to cook that taco. For main episode 1, let's get to main episode 1 before we get to the last main episode. I assume it is the last because it says the journey's end. Okay, what do you need for taco again? Okay. Sweet beans? No. Okay, taco. Taco. The cafe CCC a place so distant now. So maybe used to be a regular there. Should been going there for at least 3 years. Nikumi happened to be working as a waitress there. All of the waitresses at Cafe CCC were made in uniforms. However, it wasn't maid cafe per se, or so they said. Sumibia and Nikumi knew each other by sight only. We first spoke to each other on that fabled day, when the people disappeared. We should have learned this, like, at the first playthrough. Since then, they've been traveling together like this, just because. Destiny can be weird, huh? We sure did. I never thought we'd be like this for so long. Me neither. I thought we'd find someone as soon as we left the city. But so much for that, Nikumi added, laughing. So maybe meant that she thought they wouldn't last as friends for so long. But she decided she didn't need to correct Nikumi. True that. The two keep traveling on a long, empty road. There's nobody in sight. That's it. When we complete a main episode, we can't get to another. We have to wait until night. I think there should be a way to like skip night. Wait, no, not skip night. I think there should be a way to skip until night. But I forgot. Do you need a tool for it? I think you might need a tool for it. I guess we're gonna examine inside. One, two. Curry powder? Oh. Inventory ko full. Brown sugar sama rice. Okay, but yeah, we're close to the end. Ya udah, jalan-jalan aja. I guess we just keep going. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Heat up. Okay, should be soon. Ke kanan deh. Terus di sini ada rumah. Okay, and then we go back again. Does anyone remember what do I need to cook for episode 3 again? Ada coy. Yoisho. Butuh apa deh? Buat episode 3. これで次がメインエピソード。最後のメインエピソードなのかな。そうだね。あと1個残ってる。It's number 1 though. So there should be like a few parts. It should be divided into several parts. If we're going to keep traveling forever without a goal, maybe it'd be better to just disappear already. Do you ever think that? Huh? No, not at all. Sure, it can get boring and even difficult at times. I'll take cocoa powder just in case and onion, I guess. But there are fun parts too. Such as traveling with you, cooking, and riding the bike. Oh, and eating yummy stuff. I've been getting better at cooking lately. You're improving, I must admit that. One step at a time, I'm getting closer to becoming the pudding pro I need to be. That part, I'm not so sure about. Hey, Nikomi. You don't have to force yourself to be with me. Leave it alone. It was as if the words didn't want to leave her mouth. She wasn't sure if Nikomi had even... But she replied without skipping a beat. Had even hurt her. Okay. I'm not forcing anything. I'm with you because it's fun. Of course, knowing I'd disappear if I were alone is part of it too. But the fun things you mentioned... Fighting, cooking, you could also do those things by yourself. But it wouldn't be as fun. I'd have no one to talk to, and I'd have to eat by myself too. Okay, try going around it. So maybe... You want to disappear? I don't know. So maybe you relaxed a grip on Nikomi and looked at the road ahead. I just wonder. I wonder how long this journey will continue. Okay, Madeline. Madeline is... Okay. We only have egg. Mana ya rumah tadi? Rumah tadi deh. Are, 家あった気がするんだけどな。こっちなのかな? Perasaan tadi ada rumah deh. Tuh kan ada. Konnichiwa. Yoisho. No! Oh, wait. You got what we needed, though. Okay, we can make Madeline with this. Do you wish our journey will end sooner rather than later? I'm not sure about that either. I don't like sequels made after a story has already run out of ideas. That sounds kind of meta for some reason. Aww. Even if the sequel's kind of boring, I just like seeing the characters I love. Not surprised. I get what you mean, though. We just have different tastes, priorities, whatever you want to call it. I thought we were united by the goal of finding that one pudding. Yup, that's true. We're pretty much opposite types. I had classmates who were kind of like you, but I usually avoided them. I mean, isn't that what's interesting about this type of like character interactions? It's exactly because they're the opposite of each other that it makes for a good, it makes for a good entertainment. It makes for a good interaction. I can imagine, yeah. In medias especially. That's why I'm saying you don't need to stick around if you don't want to. Oh. In the end, I'm glad I met you. Now I understand how people like you think. A little bit, at least. Me? I'm not sure about that. So maybe knew next to nothing about Nikomi. They'd been traveling together for months, but that hadn't changed much. She'd also been frequenting the cafe where she worked for years. She'd been served by Nikomi a few times as well. But despite all this, she still didn't know much about her. They were only together by coincidence. Everyone else in the cafe that day had disappeared. And so they were traveling together. That was the only reason. With such a feeble coincidence bringing it together, how long could this duo last? And if it was destined to end, what would that end look like? As the bike's engine hummed in her ears, Sumibi envisioned many different scenarios. Not a single one of them had a happy ending. Wait, what about the happy ending of finding that one pudding? Mistake? God, I'm kinda scared. What does the game mean by mistake? Hey. Wasn't there someone at the bus stop? Who? Huh? I didn't see anyone. Oh no, Nikomi's halu. Maybe she didn't really... There really was someone who knows. Maybe I might have made a mistake, but... The person I saw... The boss? You know me! Kinda look like you know me. My Oshi? Yeah, you definitely made a mistake. Did I though? No way she'd be there. And also, even assuming she was, I wouldn't want to go and approach her. Oh, she's the type of person who just wants to like see her Oshi from like a faraway place. And not the kind of type who wanted to be noticed. Or like who wanted to get close to her Oshi. What? You don't want to see her? What's the point of that? Huh? Sumibi, you're sure you don't want to go back? You could go check the bus stop again. No need to, really. Oh. No, I thought I could make it to night. I was waiting for night. あれ、夜待ってたのにな。ダメだったか。まあいいか。I was waiting for it to become night and I wanted to rest in that house. I wanted to be efficient. Efficiency. Okay, let's cook something again. That's fine. We're fine. Brown sugar. Sell it. Okay, skippa. I saw your Oshi. No way. No, you did not. No, you did not. Nuh-uh. Humma. Huh? Sumibi? Okay, we're getting closer to where we left off. You're sure you don't want to go back? You could go check the bus stop again. No need to, really. But... Well... Nikomi completely stopped the bike. Let's say it wasn't Yunomi though. Wouldn't it still be worth it to talk with them? Not really. I think we should focus on finding a place to sleep for tonight. Baru pagi! We already slept! Nikomi got off the bike. Come on. What will be the point in talking to her? It's impossible anyway. So maybe follow Nikomi and got off the bike too. I bet you got it wrong. You made a mistake. Definitely. Even as she said that, Sumibi had already turned back to retrace their steps. The road was straight, but she couldn't see the bus stop. Confused, Sumibi looked back at the bike once again. The bike still was where they'd left it. But Nikomi was gone. Nikomi? She called for her, but there was no reply. There wasn't anyone. The bike's engine was still running. The seat was still warm. Nikomi? She tried calling for the other girl again. She didn't get a reply for that. She thought she had only taken her eyes off Nikomi for a second. They lost sight of each other many times before, just for a moment. That had never been enough to make them disappear. Up until now. This time, Nikomi was gone. The road stretched on endlessly, and Sumibi was the only one on it. She stood there, all alone. Why was this time different? It didn't make sense. Maybe it was just a prank. But if it was, Nikomi will have shown up by now. Besides, she wasn't the type to play pranks like this. This time, Nikomi was gone. Just like that. Sumibi checked again to see what exactly was gone. Nikomi was gone, and so were the clothes she had been wearing. Wait, Nikomi didn't do it on purpose, right? I mean, what will be her motive for that? What will be the goal in doing that? That doesn't make sense. The bike was still there, with all their luggage and supplies in the sidecar. Nikomi's belongings were there too, including her spare clothes. The fuel hadn't disappeared either. There still was enough to ride for a while. But there was no one left to ride the bike. Sumibi had no idea what to do. She was alone. Maybe this was what she had wished for all along. Her goal had been a simple, half-hearted one: to eat some nice pudding. She had made Nikomi join her on this journey for no reason other than that. A pointless journey, only continuing out of sheer inertia. Might as well end it here. She'd been thinking that for quite some time now. In a way, she could accept the situation. She had to. But then out of her mind, the only question now was what to do next. The bike's engine continued to run. She tried to turn it off, but then realized she didn't know how. So, instead, she sat on it as if to actually ride it. She fiddled with the handle, pressed the pedal, and tried various buttons, all while recalling how Nikomi had been doing it for so long. Okay. Okay. Am I... Oh. Sumibi? There was no one around. Wondering if Sumibi might be hiding, Nikomi circled the bike, but she wasn't behind it either. Not that Sumibi was the type to play weird games like that. Seriously? Nikomi crumpled into crouch. Sumibi had disappeared and it was Nikomi's fault for not looking at her. Clear as that seemed, accepting it wasn't easy. She had only lost sight of Sumibi for a moment, which shouldn't have been enough for Sumibi to disappear. What had been so different about this time? She tried to think back to what they were doing, but she could barely recall what they'd been talking about. The one thing she could remember were Sumibi's last words. "You made a mistake, definitely." She could still perfectly recall how Sumibi's voice had sounded. Oh no, that was their last conversation! Nikomi got off the bike and started pacing around it. Sumibi was gone. She wasn't there anymore. But maybe she'd just pop back into existence anytime now. Nikomi couldn't shake that thought off. She knew it was nothing more than wishful thinking, but she couldn't move from there. If she left that place, that would have definitely made it impossible to ever see Sumibi again. She sat in the spot that Nikomi had been sitting in until moments ago. The view from there, Sumibi's usual view, felt strange and unfamiliar. She could picture her own back obscuring most of the view. She tried to imagine how Sumibi had always felt while riding behind her. And if she was still alive, and she still was alive somewhere, how she would be feeling right now. Maybe being finally alone was liberating for her. That was likely. Nikomi realized she had skipped over an important question. How was she, Nikomi, feeling right now? She slid forward in the bike seat and drove off. Oh. Leaving that place was frightening, but staying there would be too depressing. Depressing, yes. And it wouldn't even make Sumibi come back. But above all, she couldn't stand still. She wanted to feel the wind on her face. She wanted to run faster than her thoughts. What a twist. She didn't know where to go. She didn't know what to do. No matter how hard she tried, she couldn't come up with anything. In hindsight, this was nothing new for her. She had started working at the cafe on a whim. She had started traveling with Sumibi on a whim. She had never done anything out of a burning desire. To her, this was her individuality. Teachers at school will always say how important individuality was. But be it in school or outside, individuality seemed to cause more problems than it solved. I'm gonna leave. Had the world not gone crazy, she would have chosen a university and then a job solely on people's advice. She would have chosen a life path just because. That didn't make her sad, nervous, or anything like that. If anything, it sounded easy and fun. She had no problem with living her life according to others' recommendations. Except there were no others left. The same people who ramble on about individuality someone wanted you to think and act in certain ways. Her plan had been to go with the current and simply act exactly as those people said. Now, there was no current, no one there to tell her what she was supposed to do. She was stranded. Maybe Sumibi had been more important to her than she had ever realized. Well, you realize it when it's too late. I'll make a curry. Sumibi had been there to suggest things to do. It could have been anyone suggesting anything. Sumibi had wanted to eat some pudding, and that was enough. Objective established. Pudding it is. She couldn't have been more different from Nikomi. Sumibee lived by her own rules, doing what she wanted and avoiding what she didn't. With her, Nikomi could live like she'd always lived. That's why she'd been so eager to continue their journey. Until she disappeared. Once more, Nikomi tried to think of what she could do. Once more, she had no idea. Well... Sumibee number 2. I guess now we're just gonna keep switching. After a few hours of trial and error, Sumibee finally got the bike moving. The sun had already set, so she found a house nearby to stay the night. She hadn't slept by herself in months. It had become hard to relax without someone's hand in hers. Only by gripping the blankets tightly between her fingers did she finally fall asleep. Waking up alone didn't surprise her as much as it should have. Before the disappearances, she lived alone. She was used to lonely mornings. This only felt like returning to that life. A life without other people. A life without cares. Come to think of it, life had always been like that to her. The past few months were the strange part. She practiced all morning, and by the afternoon she was able to ride the bike. Kind of. As she rode, the wind hit her face directly, without Nikomi's back to shield it. Aww. She had to admit that it felt good. She finally understood what Nikomi had meant. Now it was the time to think of what to do next. She would go somewhere by herself. The where didn't really matter. Just riding and moving around was fun enough. Okay, but isn't it funny that they share the ingredients? Like they share the ingredients, like the ingredients that I got in Nikomi's part is still here in Sumibee's part. Just riding and moving around was fun enough. Eventually she'd get bored of that, but she would cross that bridge when she came to it. The bike kept running. Headed anywhere. Sumibee started recalling things she had never really remembered before. Her life before the disaster came back to her in vivid detail. The workplace she neither loved nor hated, the cafe she slowly became a regular at. Actually, those two places were enough to describe most of her daily life. And then, her Yunomi. What was she doing right now? Sumibee hadn't asked herself that even once in all these months. Being a fan of a star you can never meet in person. What do you think of that? A sudden question out of nowhere. What do you mean? It's that just... You know, I was the opposite. You could come see me be a maid whenever you wanted. Would you have lost interest if I were like those stars? Far away, unreachable? I don't think so. Wait, no, I'm gonna save the cocoa powder just in case. Salad. Salad. I don't think that will have mattered. It'd have been harder, though. That much is true. That sounds like you're a fan of Nikomi now. Not true at all. See? That's why people get fed up with you. Is this like them actually having conversation with each other? Through different, universes? Or this is like all in Sumibee's head? Because she's slowly going insane? Which one is it? Wait, did Nikomi get fed up with me? What do you think? I don't know. Okay, see, I feel like the latter is like more likely. Judging the conversation's flow. I feel like this is all in Sumibi's head. In that case, I don't know either. Sudden question out of nowhere. But there's no one sitting behind Sumibi. Sushi? Aw, I don't have fish. I don't have fish. Oh, come on. いらないっすね。あ、ココアパウダーちょっと捨てて。Oh, finally. Sushi. Sumibi knows that the voice is entirely inside her head. Try going moving on. I think that, if anything, Nikomi liked you. She sure didn't look like it. I think she was just lonely. I just happened to be there with her, but anyone else will have done. It could be. She answered, but she was the one asking the questions to begin with. And still, at times, she felt as if someone was really sitting behind her. How did she feel about her then? Just as she thought the imaginary presence had disappeared, there it was again. She was feeling that presence more often. She wondered what would happen if she looked behind her. I think I need that. How do I feel about Nikomi? Don't ask me. But I'm hallucinating you precisely because I want someone to explain my feelings to myself, though. Hey. Will an hallucination really be that convenient? Sumibi had to agree. Her hallucination was making a good point. Her subconscious was making her hear that voice, but she couldn't know why. The road in front of her kept going on and on as usual. And familiar sights would pop into sight just to be left behind shortly thereafter. If her journey were a dish, it definitely felt unseasoned. There was something unreal about a world with nobody but herself. She was free, yes, but too free. This wasn't the end of the journey she had been wishing for. The sky above her was unrelentingly clear. Will it rain if I wanted it to rain? It could be. She could still hear the voice. There was no real person there to dispel Sumibi's hallucination. If you simply wish for it, I could be here, sitting behind you, and we could travel together. But you're not the real you. Does that make a difference? It definitely did. But Sumibi couldn't tell what the difference was. After all, she was the one who had come up with that hallucination. The phantom enemy she wanted and needed. For once, her needs, at least those were real. Well, things are starting to get really interesting. Like I have any idea how I really feel. Sumibi muttered to herself. Once, her boyfriend asked her what she liked about him. She didn't know what to say. She didn't like him. She was sure about that part. Okay. But she couldn't explain the hows and whys of it. She felt that the reasons people gave for their feelings were meaningless ad hoc explanations. Even then, you should at least be able to tell whether you like Nikomi, right? Do you need reasons to like someone? Hinomi could read Sumibi's thoughts. She lived there after all. Guess I like her. I guess I do like her. You guess? I don't know. I don't have feelings for her like I have for you. And I don't even feel like I'd love to be her friend. But at the same time, I don't hate her. Not at all. If there was a word to describe those feelings, so maybe didn't know it. Fine. Feelings felt just as blurry and unreal as the empty world she now lived in. Unreal veil? Well, feelings are hazy like that. That's normal. Is it really though? Emotions, feelings, and all that came with them were an essential part of life. But they were too elusive to grasp, let alone rely on. Reality was different. The handle in her hands was real. Even if Sumibi were gone, the handle would still be there. But the time we spent traveling together, that was fun. Oh, caught it. よいしょ. She couldn't explain why. She didn't know whether it would still will have been fun if she'd been traveling with someone else. All she knew was how she'd felt. It had been fun. Being with Nikomi had been fun. That much was a fact. Oh, come on. Fine. Oh, God. Let's see. Okay, rice ball, pudding. Yeah. Rice-nya nggak ada. You need... What do you need again? Okay. There we go. Oh, she's alone. And then there's no, you know, there's no dialogue. So maybe wondered why she had started hallucinating all of a sudden. Maybe it was the loneliness' fault. Up until now, she had Nikomi to chat with. She couldn't believe she was that starved for human interaction. I thought I actually preferred being alone. People can't live alone. Are you talking from experience? Or is that, like, a grand truth about humanity? Let's say it's the latter. Maybe I'm just speaking your thoughts out loud for you. Huh. Unable to decide what was right, Sumibi continued her soliloquy. Okay, pudding. Yeah, this is a mystery dish. Hold on, what do you need for pudding again? Okay, milk and egg. Don't have them. そろそろ夜になるんじゃない？そうなんだよね。一旦ちょっと。じゃあ。Meat! I need egg! egg doko. Okay, 3 main episodes. Well, this is getting super sad. Now we need ingredients. Butuh ingredients, butuh nasi. Sama butuh tamago. Tamago is doko. Oh, there we go, rice. Rice ball. Let's use a cocoa powder since we have to. So maybe got an idea. So, will it be okay if I started searching for Nikomi? It was the question, but ultimately she was only asking this to herself. You're saying you'll choose her over me? Not saying that, but I guess that you and I are just too alike. Didn't you say we're nothing like each other once? I did. But in hindsight, we have a lot in common. Maybe that's why I liked you to begin with. Oh. Doesn't that mean we're a perfect fit for each other? Not sure I do. If I kept traveling with you, if I kept traveling by myself, I think I'd end up going mad. But Nikomi... Wheelnya dibuang nih. Let's throw away the wheel. Okay. She really is nothing like me. We disagree on a lot of things. It can even get annoying at times. But maybe that's what made traveling with her fun. As for me, I need someone to disagree with me. A world all to yourself was a free world, but also a hazy one. Hallucinations could be real. Nobody could tell you otherwise. But if you're by yourself, you can do whatever you want. You don't need to worry about anything. That's true. I know. But when you can do anything, you end up doing nothing. Without a boundary dividing reality and imagination, everything lost meaning. Where will that bring you? What will you gain by traveling with Nikomi? Hiromi's question was calm, and her voice was quiet. Do you really believe that you'll be able to eat that pudding again? That pudding, I made it. Yet another question that Sumibi had to ask herself. I don't believe I'll be able to. I mean... I don't even remember what it tastes like. She clearly remembered what the pudding looked like. But the memory of its taste was long gone. Fine. Let's go the other way. It might have been overly sweet, or it could have been a little bitter. She had no clue. So, what's the point? You'll keep eating pudding, but it'll never be the right one. You're right. But that's exactly the point. Sumibi finally found the words to explain how she felt. If the goal of the journey is recreating a pudding I can't remember, then the journey never has to end. She knew that their journey started on a whim and continued out of inertia. Hold on. Well, fine, let's make a curry. And now she understood. That was exactly what she wanted. One needs a goal in life. And the farther away that goal, the better. Because once you reach that goal, the journey is over. Oh no, wait, what? What? Oh. What the heck? That scared me. Windows jump scare. Why would it do that? What? Okay, I thought the game crashed. I was so scared. I was so scared I thought the game crashed. The journey is over, right? Right, like, just like how I thought it was over. For the game. Nikomi. I wanted our journey together to go on forever. It had taken a long time for Sumibi to realize this. Oh, damn it. Okay. But now she could see that it had always been the truth. She never admitted to herself because she was scared. She was scared of Nikomi not feeling the same way. Aww. That's why she had given her the cold shoulder. Sumibi could hear Yunomi giggle behind her. And will you be able to admit that to Nikomi? If what? Nikomi, if you get to see her again? Probably not. I thought so. The weight she felt, or imagined, against her back started getting lighter. If you manage to find her, be good to her. Yes, if. After that, Yunomi said nothing else. Sumibi tried looking behind her shoulder. There was no one there. Come on. Looking for Nikomi. Okay. We can have curry again. 'Cause why not? If she wanted to find Nikomi, she had to think of a way to look for her. Sumibi racked her brain. She couldn't think of any way to reach someone who had disappeared. The walkie-talkie! The walkie-talkie! She briefly considered going back to the place where she had last seen Nikomi. They both knew about it. However, she thought that it probably wouldn't make any difference. She didn't know where Nikomi was now, or in fact, if she still was anywhere at all. Oh, Yakime's words. Yakime's words. Fine, we can cook tempura. She remembered Yakime's words. Ikenai. People share their reality with few other eyes. That's why they disappear from reality when nobody is looking. Disappeared people still lived on in their reality, but that reality wasn't shared with others. If could look at them and they at you, your realities will be shared again and they'd reappear. She had to find Nikomi and exchange looks with her. But how? She wondered where the other girl was and what she was up to. I told you, the walkie-talkie! Okay, Hamburg. Yes. Sumibi was struck by inspiration. She remembered the walkie-talkie. Marine's walkie-talkie supposedly used eyesight waves for transmission. The people working in the lab had told her that eyesight waves were supposedly able to cross realities. If that were true, she might be able to contact Nikomi. She didn't know where Marine was right now, but she had mentioned a second walkie-talkie. Could Sumibi reach to the lab where that walkie-talkie was? And even if she did, could she really use it to talk to Nikomi? That would only work if the other girl was also in the walkie-talkie's range. So maybe I had to bet on Nikomi coming to the same conclusion as her. She must be coming to the same conclusion. I mean, there's no other way. Moreover, she had to bet on Nikomi wanting to see her again. So maybe slowed the bike down without even thinking about it. No matter how many issues her plan had, it was her only plan. She needed to try something. She needed to act, just as she'd been acting all this time. The bike picked up speed again. This time, it was headed toward the lab. Oh. We're going to the lab. And we're back to Nikomi's POV. Nikomi wondered how Sumibi felt about this. Whether she was distraught from loneliness or euphoric with freedom. She could imagine both being true. Sumibi enjoyed being by herself, but she wasn't a loner. As for Nikomi, she was lonely. So lonely that she thought she could go insane. Having someone to chat with made everything easier. That had always been the case for her. When she was alone, even the tiniest unpleasant thought could take center stage in her brain. Now she was lost. She didn't even have the presence of mind to pity herself over it. She had to choose a goal. At the same time, she kept thinking of how Sumibi was taking it. Would she just keep traveling by herself, free from any annoyances? And if by some twist of fate, they managed to reunite, would Sumibi want to start traveling with her Nikomi again? Or would they just go their separate ways after exchanging a few pleasantries? Nikomi didn't want to travel alone. The other person didn't necessarily have to be Sumibi. Anyone would do, as long as they could provide a clear goal for the journey. She felt the same way, but at the same time, traveling with Sumibi had been fun. She would hope that journey will never end. Eventually, even if it brought them nowhere, even if eventually they were both destined to disappear. She didn't care about the future anyway, nor the past. If she was having fun, she was happy. Sumibi would say I'm so short-sighted. She longed for Sumibi. That's why she had come back here. The lab! She was alone, but she was ready. She pushed the button on the walkie-talkie. They came to the same conclusion! Let's go! The walkie-talkie powered on. The first sound to come out of it was just static. It felt like it was connected to some place far away. But for all she knew, the other girl could be just a few steps away. Finally, she spoke. So? If we managed to make that pudding you've been wanting to eat, what would you do after that? The reply didn't come immediately. Maybe it took time for her words to reach the other walkie-talkie. Maybe Sumibi was just taking her time thinking about how to answer. Good question. Sumibi's voice didn't give her enough hints to confirm or dismiss either theory. But whatever the case, the walkie-talkies were working. I'll think about it after eating that pudding. She almost sounded bored, like always. And if you don't come up with any good ideas, we'll continue traveling until I can come up with one. Maybe we'll already be old by then. That'd be fine too. Maybe we'll never find a new goal. And at the end, when we look back on it will all have been pointless. You're right. Everything we do is like that. We're just convincing ourselves it matters for a while. One day, I will die, and there will be nothing left to prove that I ever lived. You know, maybe I'll end up regretting it. I'll tell myself that I could have done so much more. We need to find a more constructive goal then. Constructive? Like what? I don't know. So much for that then. I don't know. But we could do something for the sake of humanity. Like bringing the world back to normal or something. Wouldn't it be better if our goal was something important like that? I can't do anything, I know. But you could do something great. You talk about humanity, but right now, humanity is really just the two of us. That's not true. You're talking to me, right? I'm here. That must mean that everyone who disappeared is still alive too, somewhere. Sumibi could not disagree. Yakime had told them that reality split, and that, despite disappearing, people weren't dying. Marin had also been right. The walkie-talkie could contact disappeared people. People's realities had diverged because the glue keeping them together, sight, had stopped working. But people weren't really disappearing. Of course, they weren't dying either. In theory, rejoining all those separate realities should have been possible. But just you and me, riding the bike, going places, chatting about stuff. That's fun in itself. It sounds like a good goal to me. Isn't it enough? Maybe they could have actually saved the world. The problem was that Sumibi wasn't particularly motivated to do so. She knows she would second-guess herself before every step. In a world like this, you couldn't afford to stop and think, not even for a moment. In that moment, the loneliness, the uncertainty, the lack of meaning would grow enough to asphyxiate you. You had to keep running. Only by moving could you survive. It is enough. It's more than enough. They still couldn't see each other, but each could hear the other's voice loud and clear. Where are you right now? In the lab where we first met Marine. What about you? Me too. Sumibi tried looking around. Nikomi was nowhere to be seen. After all, there was no one there when Sumibi had entered the lab. Even though Nikomi said she was there, Sumibi couldn't see her. Actually, going back to each other's world, could it be that it's impossible? Nikomi, from her reality, spoke into the walkie-talkie. That could be true. Their realities had split when they stopped looking at each other. The walkie-talkie's eyesight waves could travel to a different reality. Thanks to that, Sumibi could still hear Nikomi. But she doubted their realities could ever be rejoined. They both felt alone despite being in the same place. Each saw her own world, and the two different worlds didn't match. As long as that was true, they wouldn't be able to meet again. Oh, I have an idea. Nikomi spoke first. What? Where's the bike? Right outside the lab. Sumibi had left it next to the lab shutter with the engine turned off. Oh? You rode all the way here? Yeah, I learned how to ride it. Wow, that's impressive. What about your bike? Where is it? Sumibi threw Nikomi's question back at her. Same as yours, right outside the lab. Sumibi's heart skipped a beat. She still didn't understand why Nikomi had asked about the bike. However, something about it seemed important. It felt like the bike was the key to everything. The bike? So, wanna do a race? Nikomi's proposal rang out of the walkie-talkie speaker. A race? What? First one to reach the bike wins. Why? Sure. I mean... Why though? Sorry, my curiosity. I can't just accept it. I can't just accept like, oh my god, okay, sure. I don't know what you mean, but okay. I need to know. I need to know why. You see? Sorry. It's difficult to explain. Huh? I don't get it at all. Sorry. But trust me, please. Okay. So maybe stop staring at the walkie-talkie and turn around. It was so bright outside that she couldn't even see the bike. On 3. She knew that if she stepped out of the blip, the sunlight would blind her for a while. It will take a few seconds for her eyes to adjust enough to see anything. 1, 2. Nikomi started counting through the walkie-talkie. 3! Wouldn't there be a delay though? What about the delay? Sumibi sprinted. She ran toward the left exit to the point where she remembered having parked the bike. She wasn't sure why, but she knew that she wasn't supposed to look back. She knew that she wasn't supposed to look anywhere but in front of her. She had to get to the bike as fast as possible. Whatever she would find there didn't even matter. She only had to reach the bike and jump on it, on the rear part of the seat. And then she had to see. As she ran through the open shutter, the sun blinded her for a second. Is she gonna be there? Nikomi ran toward the bike's handlebar as fast as she could. She didn't pay any attention to anything else. She turned on the engine and listened to it roar. The bike's sound and vibration were the only things that mattered. It was too soon to look into the mirror. She just twisted the throttle and rode forward. The bike's wheels rolled smoothly on the road. The lab grew more and more distant. She slowly picked up speed, feeling the wind against her face. And then Nikomi slowly turned her head to look in the mirror. That was when it happened. She felt the weight of someone against her back. Mirror reflections! It reflects the eyesight. Or something. Neither of them was entirely sure of what had happened. It reflects! In a way, it hadn't even felt like anything had happened. They could have said it had felt like waking up, coming out of a dream, opening your eyes, realizing you'd been staring at the ceiling for a while. That was what it had felt like to them. Noticing something that had always been there from the start. The weight against Nikomi's back. The wrinkles on her clothes where they were being ripped. Those had always been there. Even before the bike had started running. She could feel the seat vibrating and her long hair moving. Her eyes were still closed. She could feel the grill in front of her. Just as I thought. Sumiki finally opened her eyes. I still like sitting in the rear better. Aww. That's so sweet. She could see that familiar back. Oh. It just stopped. Okay. Cook a meal. Ice cream? Cookie and cream? Have we had this before? You can have it. The smell of the bike's exhaust was now joined by a different familiar scent. I really want to see you ride the bike someday. Maybe I'll show you, eventually. Still gonna be looking for ingredients anyway, cause why not? Sumibi squeezed her arms around Nikomi. The girl turned back. Their eyes met. So romantic. Nothing surprising, important, or even noticeable happened. They didn't feel the energy coming off each other's eyes. No! They didn't feel their realities melting into each other's. Nothing of the sort. They just were there, together. Sumibi was on the back seat, Nikomi was in the front seat. You're here. I am. Once again, Sumibi squeezed her arms around Nikomi. Crossing realities. Cook pudding! I knew it! I knew it! I would have to cook a pudding at the end. Okay, we don't have anything. I used my milk! I used my milk to cook something else. To cook the ice cream. Uh-oh. Maybe shouldn't have done that. Hold on, okay. No! Okay. Brown bread, okay. Okay, and then we... Okay, milk. That's one down. I think we need egg, right? 確か卵が必要だったかしら? おーい。おーい。Dang it! I can't use the milk. I need it. Harus dari yang lain. Nah, that one gives you tools, not ingredients. Kenapa di saat butuh banget gak ada ingredient di jalan ya? I don't see any ingredients in the road when I need them the most. Oh, okay. It's gonna be night soon, so I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. And we're gonna sleep here. Stay the night. Another day went by without I don't know if you could say that. I don't know if I could say there was no incident happening. There was a lot happening. Okay, we're back to the happy BGM. Sasa. プリンの材料を探ししますか。あ、卵いいっすね。よし。はい、来た。Still not quite it. Both Sumibi and Nikomi were alone in front of what was supposed to be the same walkie-talkie. Coffee. They were in the same place, yet somehow apart. Their realities contradicted each other. As long as one's world didn't come to terms with the other's, they couldn't meet. However, the two worlds had something in common, the bike in front of the lab shutter. That's where their realities, the worlds in their eyes, crossed each other. They couldn't tell where the other had come from. Not that it mattered. Neither of them cared about it. All they knew was that the pipe was there in the same place. They ran toward it and their realities crossed each other. Taco? Oh, that wasn't the last. Okay, taco. Okay, taco, you need a lot. Okay, you still gotta do more cooking. That's fine. Oh, これでなかなか Okay, we need something else. I'm gonna throw this away. Cocoa powder, not really what I needed. I'm gonna throw this away since it's a dupe. Tomato? Nah. Nggak bisa tomato buat bikin taco. I need fish or meat. Whichever is fine. Okay, let's cook something though, cause... coffee bisa use. Oh, it's for sanity. Okay. Me? Okay, you need energy. Hold on a second. Ah, これ必要だしな。どうしようかな。Rice? I don't think we need rice. So yeah, we can cook fried rice. Still zero sanity though. Aduh, gimana nih sanity-nya? Nggak cukup. Ya udahlah. Fish. Dang it. Okay, hold on. Milk? I don't think we need milk anymore, so... White stew. Yummy. Tapi bentar lagi malam. Gak apa-apa, ini explore dulu aja. I'm gonna use this for exploring, even though I know it's gonna be night soon. Oh, there you go. We should probably wait until it becomes morning, though. Just in case, who knows, maybe the story is long. Okay, gotta find a house. House doko? Uh-oh. It's empty. Mobil siapa lagi nih? Hi, going around it. Oh, house. House, let's go. Stay the night. Okay. Day 41. All of this happened in 41 days. Crazy. Okay, let's cook a taco. Taco time. The bike continued on, leaving the roar of its engine behind. The sky was slowly losing its known palette as the day moved toward the afternoon. To Sumibi, it felt as if it had been night just minutes ago. Well, it was. Well, it was night just like a minute ago. Maybe exchanging looks with Nikomi had corrected the passage of time. She looked up at the sky. She didn't care whether those colors belonged to dawn or to twilight. Worrying about details like those will only keep you from sharing your world with others. She looked into the bike's mirror and met Nikomi's gaze. What should we do next? I'm not sure. Any ideas? What could we do? She made an honest attempt to come up with something, but she couldn't. So all she could do was give a generic answer just to say something. I want to eat that pudding. Nikomi laughed. I thought so. Okay, let's see. Sushi? We don't have the rice. Oh, nice. Fried rice. Let's get fried rice out of the way first. And wondering about something. Earlier, we got reunited. Oh, いいね。魚欲しいけどね。Our realities become one again, right? So I was thinking that maybe they ended up correcting each other. Each other's reality? Exactly. That could be. Did you notice anything? Did you notice anything weird? Well, if my reality was corrected, I wouldn't be able to notice that though. Wouldn't I? That could be true. And even if we could notice those changes, that's a lot of stuff. Sakana ga hoshii desu. I'm gonna discard this. Maybe it'd be better not to mention it to each other. You mean that it'd make our realities split up again? I'm just guessing. Sometimes things are better left unknown. But I wouldn't like that. So maybe thought that Nikomi had probably noticed something too. Being in different worlds had created some consistencies. Somehow those were fixed when the worlds were joined together again. Right now, they were both perceiving the same reality. Why obsess over what had changed? We're together, we're riding the same bike. Whatever. That's enough for me. I don't care about the rest. So maybe had just mumbled that to herself. Inconsistencies weren't even that big of a deal. Different people perceive things differently all the time. Ignoring that was how everyone could share a single reality. Oh, stop it! She'll make me blush. Shut up. Oh. That must be the last episode. Okay, hold on. I gotta make something. Maybe not something with maybe salad? Yes. よいしょ。寿司が必要ですよね。Where's my egg? Wait, not egg. Where's my fish? I need it to make sushi. Title 回収来たので最終話なのかな。その前に寿司ですよ。その前に寿司なんですけどね。Oh, finally, yes. Thank you. Thank you. How did we manage to reunite? あ、ちょっと待って。これいいかな。Okay. Look for ingredients. Nice. Huh? It's probably some difficult scientific thing. I wouldn't know. If we could get someone to use the walkie-talkie at the same time as us, could we get them into our world too? Not sure. What if their world had become too different? Yakime said that you can meet people like that again, right? So... our realities were different but not too different? I guess? If that were true, she had to wonder how different was too different. They'd only been apart for one day, but that had been enough to change some things. For example, the weather and the time of the day. They had both used the bike as well, and presumably they had taken different roads. It was just by coincidence that they had both parked in the same exact spot. Maybe there was a limit on the extent of differences between realities that could be reconciled. And people who had gone past that limit could never come back. Even if people have been transported to a different world, they could be sharing it with a few other people like us. It's not great, but it's not terrible either, I think. Sumibi still had a hard time understanding how that could work. Okay, pudding time. Are you guys ready? Look, we're gonna recover the title. Is this it? Not quite it. Sumibi ate Nikomi's pudding. It's still not quite there. Will I even be able to make the pudding you want? How long will it take me? Could be anything from 1 to, say, 5 years. If I kept making pudding for 5 years, I'd basically become a pastry chef. You could open a pudding store. I wonder if I'd get customers. Depends on how the world will be 5 years from now. I hope everything will have gone back to normal by then. Cats! Yay, I get to pet cats before the game ends. I hope everything will have gone back to normal by then. Right after saying that, Nikomi changed her mind. Actually, I think I don't mind the world as it is now. You have a point. We don't need to work and we can sleep in every day. We're living the dream. Who knows what'll happen in 5 years? Could be that you still haven't perfected the pudding by then. Yeah, we don't even know what will happen tomorrow after all. They didn't know where they will be tomorrow or what they will be doing. It was possible that they would never meet anyone again. Still, the road in front of them still went on. There probably wasn't an end to it. Say, hypothetically, if I told you that I've forgotten how that pudding actually tasted, what would you do? Sumibi had no clue how Nikomi would respond to that. You could never guess how someone would react to something with perfect accuracy. I wouldn't mind. Nikomi's reply was swift and calm. As long as we can keep traveling together like this, I really wouldn't mind. Sumibi had expected a slightly different answer. But Nikomi's way of thinking was the reason why they were traveling together to begin with. I see. The bike kept moving. Okay, before the bike moves, we need to cook something. I mean, I wanted to close the game with a pudding, but I guess we couldn't. The bike kept moving, leaving behind the engine's roar and the girls' conversation. And the road kept going, on and on and on. was super cute. Pachi pachi pachi. Pachi pachi pachi. Yeah, that was really cute. And that's it. That was Girls Made Pudding. さあ、アーカイブは残るのかどうか。さあ、アーカイブは残るのかどうかね。ちょっとこれからの楽しみなんですけれども。Now, it would be funny if that song was copyrighted. It would be funny if that song was copyrighted and I had like the whole full version playing in my stream, on my stream just now. No 残るかどうかを楽しみに。そうですね。Yeah, it would be really funny. It would be a huge comedy. So, how did you guys like it? いかがでしたでしょうか Girls Made Pudding. Girls Made Pudding? Yay. That was so good. I liked the game. I liked the game and I liked the interactions between the characters and I also liked the art as well. I wish there had been like CGs though. I think that would have been nice to have, you know? Especially at the end. I wish there were like CGs of the ending at least. Thank you so much everyone. Yeah, hopefully you guys liked it. I liked how the game gives you things to think about. Yeah, the lore was also really interesting. Lore was super interesting and the characters were also interesting to learn about. Toいうことでですね。さてさて、じゃあ移動しますか。Alright, let's read super chats and donations. Hold on, please wait. Yoisho. Okay, welcome back, Chronic. Let's read super chats and donations. It's been a while. What a fun little game. That was nice.ではスーパーチャットとドネーション読みますかね。Ran, Anya, I got my 3-year membership badge. Congratulations! Now you too are RGB. Welcome to the RGB club. Welcome. Feeling super fancy, yeah? With the fancy RGB in your badge. Uh-huh. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you. Super chat, thank you. And omedetou. Natsu-san, Anya-chan, お仕事お疲れ様。かなり忙しかったんじゃ。そんなアーニャちゃんにご褒美。パッパッ。No! No padding. ダメです。ありがとう。でもね、結構忙しめですね。ID 勢はね。まあ、何があるかというと、ね、まあ、お楽しみにって感じですね。 まだ言えないんだよな。まだ言えないんだよな。アーニャのパーソナル企画とかプロジェクトとかはともかく、なんか全員のプロジェクトはね、匂わせすらできないからな。匂わせすらできないからさ。まあね、お楽しみにということで。まあアーニャのやつだったらね、いくらでも匂わせできるよ。ね、ツイッターでね、何か投稿したからね、あれもなんだろうなと思っている皆さんはね、いるんじゃないでしょうか。ナイスパです。 Thank you. By the way, whatever it is that I released on Twitter, that I posted on Twitter, that one is gonna be released next week. So that's like super soon. Yeah. ランクーさん、ルンダンとセイロ蒸しプリン一つ。ルンダンとプリン。なるほど。まあね、ゲーム終わったから。ていうか、ルンダン作る材料はないんじゃないかな。プリンはね、最後に作ったでしょ。ありがとうございます。ナイスパレス、Thank you. Pancake God! Unexpected Anya mean but still looking for pudding. Thanks for the calm stream, got to go. Thank you so much. Thank you. I don't know if you'll be catching the archive or not, but yeah, hopefully you had fun. Because the game was so fun. Super chat, thank you. Done. This game was great, Anya. I really liked the story and your streams. Thanks. Thank you too. Thank you. Super chat, thank you. Buffy, been missing you, Anya. Real lovely game. Otsu, thank you. Otsu, please. Thank you. Now I gotta finish my other games as well. I have so many games that I need to finish. Silent Hill! Silent Hill, maybe... I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit busy next week, so maybe the week after? I'll have to see though. Maybe I can find the time to push in Silent Hill. That what? I'm sorry. Like, the text is gibberish. I don't know what you guys said. Dead what? What dead? Who is dead? Humanity? Let's go! Enka-no-toki-san, thank you, Anya. So good. Thank you too for watching. Thank you. Super chat, thank you. Uraku no Kuroi-san, hope you enjoy and have a nice day. Anya kawaii, thank you. Super chat, thank you. Enka-no-toki-san, Chronic is a banger. Thank you for that as well. Thank you too. Thank you. Keep streaming Chronic. It's gonna be at 600k soon, by the way. Chronic. It's gonna be at 600k, so keep streaming. Keep streaming Chronic, everyone. Thank you so much. Super chat, thank you. Chronic. 600k soon. さん、大学の実習で日本の博多と鹿児島に行ってきました。日本の夏は暑くて、湿っていましたね。インドネシアはもっと暑いと思うと怖いですね。夏無事に過ごせますように。絶対に違う。全然違う。全然日本の方が暑いです。そう、これは申し訳ないんだけど、なんかたまに いや、インドネシアの方が暑いよ。それはね、絶対に8月の日本は経験したことないからそれ言える。それ言えるだと私は思いますね。絶対日本の8月の夏を経験したことないから、それは言える立場だと思う。私は。全然違いますが？っていうかさ、なんか昨日なんか40度まで行ったんじゃなかったっけ？京都が。昨日40度まで行ったんじゃないの？京都、あとどこだっけな。日本の夏はおかしいですね。日本の夏はさ、風も暑いからね。インドネシアはさ、違うのよ。ベクトルがね、いろいろ。そう、41まで行ったんだよね。日本一になりました。おめでとう。あれ、おめでとう。おめでとう、おめでとうって言ったらあれか。インドネシアの風はまだ涼しい方だと思うな。People who still say that Indonesia is hotter than Japan's summer, you guys just haven't experienced Japan in August. This is the hill that I will die on. Japan's summer is worse than Indonesia's heat. And this is like the one hill I will die on. If you guys didn't know, like I think yesterday or like 2 days ago, Japan broke a new record of reaching 41.2 degrees Celsius. And if you still can say that Indonesia is hotter than that, then GWS. If you still can say that Indonesia or Southeast Asia is hotter than that, then GWS. Like, see, I've been to many Southeast Asia countries, and no, Japan in August is so much worse. Ya, kemarin Jepang ada daerah yang sampai 41 derajat ya, guys. Sepanas-panasnya Indonesia nggak akan nyampe segitu, guys. Indonesia kira-kira paling panas sampai berapa ya? Rekornya Indonesia ada yang tahu nggak ya? Rekornya Indonesia ada yang tahu nggak ya? Ya, stay safe everyone. みんなにね、お大事にね、君たち。熱中症にはね、気をつけてね。36an ya. Ya, panas sih ya. Kalau buat Anya panas sekali. Kalau untuk Anya itu panas ya. Ne, みんなね、気をつけてくれ。最近暑くてやばい。ね。Yeah, the thing is, Japanese summer is hell because even the wind is so hot. Meanwhile, Indonesia, kalau menurutku ya, angin di Indonesia tuh masih sejuk, guys. Kalau di Jepang tuh anginnya juga panas. Gak bisa nafas gitu deh, kayak sesak gitu jadinya. Jadinya kayak sesak gitu, soalnya kayak angin yang kena muka tuh juga panas. You know? At least Indonesia still spoils us with the wind sometimes. See, once in my life, I experienced a summer so hot. Like, in another country, by the way. In another country, I experienced a summer so hot. I don't exactly remember the number. But like, it was so hot. I got a heat stroke plus nosebleed. Like, blood actually came out of my nose. If it becomes too hot, I have blood coming out of my nose. That's why I prefer winter. I get nosebleed when it gets too hot for my body. Have you guys ever experienced that? Like, it's not even heat stroke anymore. It happened a few hundred years ago, like 200 years ago. I don't know. 400 years ago, maybe. So, マジで鼻血出るくらい暑すぎてっていうのが数回ぐらいあったな、アーニャには。ここ最近はね、出ないけど。ここ最近は出ないけど、ちょいとね、昔はね、鼻血出るくらい、ちょっと体に暑すぎる天気にいると、熱中症ほどじゃないわ。熱中症ほどじゃなくて、いや、熱中症じゃなくて、鼻血ですね。熱中症もするけどな。っていう感じなのがあったな。ここ最近なくてよかったけど、ここ最近はないな。もっとちょっと強くなったんじゃないかな説。やっぱりね、何百年生きてるとね、暑さにも強くなるんじゃないかな。さすがに40くらいの下にいるとさすがにまた出ると思うけど出ない自信がないわ。ね、ということで皆さんも気をつけてね。お大事にしてくれ。Oh wait, I forgot to check donations. Hold on a second. I'm gonna open Social Bus. Thankfully, it hasn't happened anymore in like a few years though. You know, my nose bleeding because it's so hot. It hasn't happened in like a few years, so I think I got stronger or something. I don't know. I mean, I've been living for like 100 years, more than 100 years even, hundreds of years. So maybe that's just how it is. You just get used to it. Someone! Hi, Anya! Hello! Donation, thank you. Thank you. Alten, can you use deswa on every sentence for the whole next stream, Anya? You sure you didn't mistake this channel for Raina's channel? You sure you didn't mistake my channel for Raina's channel? Oh my god, so silly, deswa. Thank you so much for the donation, deswa. Donation, thank you, deswa. The Ojo-sama virus. It's spreading. The Ojo-sama virus. It's spreading. Gokigenyo, deswa. I don't think I've seen Reina tweet Ojo-sama tweets that much anymore these days. Is it just me? Or maybe she's just super busy. But like, I feel like the Ojo-sama tweets have like decreased. Hopefully that's just my imaginations. Perasaan akhir-akhir ini Reina agak jarang nge-tweet pakai Ojo-sama ya, atau cuma perasaanku aja ya? Apakah cuma perasaanku, tapi akhir-akhir ini makin sedikit gitu tweet Ojo-sama ya? Madarame-sanっていいのかな、読み方。明日は友達とほろか、最強アーニデッキで勝ちまくってくる。頑張れ、応援するぞ。応援してるぞ。勝ちまくってくれ、アーニャデッキで。頑張ってくれ。楽しんでね、ほろか。ナイスパです、thank you. Terlalu sibuk ngurus kuda, kayaknya iya deh. Kayaknya itu deh alasannya. Maybe that's the reason. Too busy with her horses. I'm curious, how many of you guys have created an Anya deck with the holo cards? Are you guys having fun with the Anya cards? Oh, speak of the devil, she's streaming right now. Maybe we can rate Raine, since she came up in the discussion. Speak of the devil. Lah, orangnya lagi nge-stream, kocak. Ya udah, rate ya. The English version came out recently, yeah. Yeah. For those who haven't bought the holo cards, please do. Super fun and lots of Anya cards. Also, for those who haven't joined membership, we have a membership wallpaper. Wait, is it still? Can it still be downloaded? I don't exactly remember, but maybe it's not up anymore. Oh well then. Anyways, yeah, thank you so much everyone for today. I think that's it. For today. I'll see you guys on the next stream. Oh yeah, I think next week there's like a view collapse. 来週はですね、結構配信すると思うよ。コラボが多いですね。その配信もちょこちょこタイミングがあったらやると思います。Okay, let's go to Raina's channel then. We're gonna be raiding. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. Bye bye. Oh, it's so great, everyone. Bye bye.